Hello there guys, welcome to a new MET grammar video. We're gonna have 5 questions about grammar. So I'll give you 10 seconds in order for you to read the question, get an answer. Once you have done the 5 questions, we're gonna go to the answers. So let's start. Question number 1. Question number 2. Question number 3. Question number 4. And question number 5. Okay guys, as always, if you feel time is too short for you to get an answer, feel free to pause the video, get an answer, and then we go and check. So in this moment, we're gonna check the responses. Let's go. Question number 1. So in this question number 1, what we have is that the right answer is the option D. They had told us. Why? When we use wish, we have 2 ways of using it. One of them is to use the verb in the simple past, and the other option is to use the verb in the past perfect. When I use the verb in the simple past, I'm referring to a situation that I want to be different, that I want now to be different. I wish you came here. I wish now in the present time you came here. Okay? When I'm using I wish I had come here, I'm referring to a situation that already happened, a situation that is referring to the past. I wish you had come, but you couldn't, you didn't have time. That situation of the past is used with the past perfect. If we go and see the question number 1 that we got over here, this situation was in the past. It says, I wish they as they were coming, the situation of the past. So I need to use the verb in the past perfect. I wish they had told us before they were coming earlier. It didn't happen. That's the first rule about wish, okay? You use wish and later had and another verb when you're using a situation of the past. Question number 2. Question number 2, it says, Mrs. Rosie is interested. That's the right answer. Why is the right answer? There are certain adjectives that finish in ed in order to express how one person feels. In this case, Mrs. Rosie is interested. She feels interested in learning how to play the violin. We got different ways the adjective finishes. Some of them finish in ed, other ones finish in ing. We're going to focus on these 2. There are many different kind of adjectives. For example, interested or worried. That's how one person can feel in different situations. I'm interested, I feel interested in that book. We have other ones, like for example, ing would say, for example, interesting. Interesting is not how one person feels. Interesting is the description about something. So for example, the book is interesting. Or for example, the situation of my country is worrying. It's a description about something. In the previous case, we were talking about how Rosies feel. I am interested in that book. In the previous one, we say like Rosie, Mrs. Rosie is interested. She felt or she feels interested in learning how to play a violin. That's why we want for C. Now let's go for the next topic. In this case, question number 3, the right response is C, who. She wanted to be sure. She wanted to be sure what about? About a person, okay, who was going to help her. That's why we choose who. She wanted to be sure who was going to help her. If we talk about that, she was sure about that was going to help her. What I think, probably not. Whose is referring to a possession about something. We don't have any object there to be possessed. And what is not the appropriate word just to be used there. It doesn't match with the context. So it would be better to say who. She wanted to be sure who was going to help her. In this case, this topic is called relative clauses. Let's go to number 4. The students, say students are, the sooner students are at school, the faster they improve their skills. Why is this one the right answer? It happens that is the only one that is appropriately organized. Option D doesn't have a verb. Students, what? Option A is in singular, and we got that the option over here is given in plural. The reason is out. And option B is indicating a future which is not established in this sentence and is incorrect to be used in this kind of sentence. For the reason, it would be better to say students are as the only one that is correctly organized, as the only one that matches with plural and with present too. Okay, let's go with the next question, question number 5. Question number 5, we have that we should have selected will have reached, future perfect tense. How it goes the future perfect tense? Well, in the future perfect, we have that always we're gonna use will, have, and one verb in the past participle. For example, she will have finished her task by, and over here I need to use the time expression. For example, she will have finished her task by 3 p.m., by tomorrow, by the end of the year. So always we're using here a reference about time. It happened in the previous example. For example, in this case we have by the end of this month, sales will have reached record levels. We use future perfect because it's indicating at the time. In future, using by. Will be reached is a passive voice, is out. This is present, is out, and this is missing the past perfect in the verb in the past participle. For that reason, the right answer is C. Okay, guys, so far we have seen some topics, like for example, wish. We have seen the adjectives, some of them finish in ed or ing, some relative clauses, like for example, this of who. We have already seen the sentence order, that is students are, student is, or future perfect, okay? Okay, guys, if you want to have more videos, follow us, Facebook, SC Academy, Instagram, SC Academy Tutor, or in YouTube, Jul Ajala Tutor. Well, guys, if you want more videos, please subscribe, click on the icon. See you next time.